Made it. It's hot as hell. Just touched down. Thank you, God. Maverick outside. Buenos dias. Spent thousands of dollars just this morning alone. We're trying to go figure out breakfast right now. We all up in the DMV. Flew into Virginia this morning. Drove up. Be more now. Well, almost be more. We're in Maryland right now. That's myself up. Oh, wait, they're right here. Is it?
Go your pockets?
Why not? Check it out. Let's check it out. Yeah, apparently it's a park over here and all types of shit. Yeah, you didn't bring no beanie either. Your scalp on the cold. Alright, so we out here in these streets. It ain't too brick. We ain't got the Jim Jones. Hold on. Got the Tom Yum on deck. Say a grace. Thank you, God. At Faces Pop-Up Shop. We out here in Temple Hills, Maryland. The packages are gold, and then the books are $5. I love your packages. Thank you. Okay. At Faces, flourishing agents celebrating excellence and success, because that's what we are. Black excellence, baby. That's all you're gonna get. Black excellence in the room today. Honey, yes. Real, recognize real.
No, seriously, I love to see it.
We outside, boy. I hope y'all enjoying it, because I'm enjoying myself. All this black ambiance in the room. Hi, I like the affirmation.
They were all created for me. Like, these are all products I use for myself, and then I just thought it was a good idea to share once I started getting people asking me like what I was doing and
improving all your elements.
Yes, actually.
I love this, and I love your stone. Like twins. Beautiful. Yes. I'm like, let me make my round before these people start coming in.
I wrote a book about my childhood growing up in university. A lot of adults walking around hurting and hurt people.
Yes.
So I just found how I overcame, and
I'm definitely gonna have to. So I get a goodie bag. Thank you. I got a goodie bag, y'all.
She ain't heard of me talking, so then she gave us. They trapping up on my flip, wish I could go trap on my
And yeah, so we allow entrepreneurs to run their own machines or snacks. So yeah, if you want to try something, go for it.
And I'm like, what haven't I tried?
These are really good. These are good.
I used to eat these when I worked out.
These are like Rice Krispie bars, except that.
Oh, I've never had this because they don't have marshmallow.
Yeah.
I believe. Oh, I love it. Okay, let's try this. Hey, you know why I came? She's trying to turn us up. Evolve. Thank you.
Can't evolve without love.
Ooh, that part right there.
That part.
That part right there.
That's what I'm saying. You can't evolve without love.
Oh, it's like a Letterman joint. Hold on, let me see.
Got the glow line.
Oh yeah, that's lit. These are the kids. Those are the kids. Those are the kids.
Those
Oh, these are capsules. I thought these were powders. That's dope. They look like vitamins. Hey, these are really some really good ingredients in here.
Yeah, they are pretty good.
Yeah, these plant. I knew it. I'm like, these gotta be plant-based. Mm-hmm. You got some good
And
stuff.
this is our tower garden, which is hydroponic, and it grows your fruits and
I
vegetables.
seen this on TV. Y'all got these? I want one.
Take this.
I want one. I want everything. Yeah, let me send me this. Got twisted over here. We get twisted. We get twisted, baby. Oh, what's this? Oh, you got Hennessy sidecar.
Those have alcohol as well. Okay, that's all you need.
You made all of these?
Yes, I made everything up here is handmade. Yeah, you need to get
You
it.
need to align yourself.
Baby, because I see you with the crystals, so I already know
what
what you...
period, Pooh.
Okay, hello. You need to get it.
Let them know. Health is wealth.
Okay, baby. That's what's up.
I love this. Y'all gotta follow your Instagram.
Yes, follow me, girl.
What y'all know about it? I'm a real LA baby. We got them real moves. Hey, Mama, how you doing? What we working with over here? Oh, we got Yoni things?
Yeah, we got Yoni things, we got bad cheese, we got whipped body scrubs, whipped body butter, we got body oil.
How does this honey taste? Is it weedy?
No, it's not weed.
Okay.
Yeah,
I gotta ask. I be sensitive to edibles.
it's like real live honey, but you get that hint of like THC. Yeah. Like I made honey lemon pepper wings with them before, and they were so bomb. With the olive oil, I made salmon on the grill. That shit had
I'm mad at it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the hemp cigarettes? Have you had those before? Pretty good. I had a different brand before, but that was good. Like, they shit to smoking CBD.
First one I'm going to introduce is T. Hayward right here. Miss Taryn Hayward here.
Hey,
Taryn Hayward represents herself as Taryn Hayward and Company. She is a holistic business consultant and coach who was once a mental health therapist. I will then let her introduce herself.
Can you guys hear me with my mask on, or do I need to pull it down? Let me know. Thumbs up. I'm like, okay. Can you hear me now? Is it better? Oh, like, can we hear me now? Good. All right. Okay, so like Day said, my name is T. I used to be a mental health therapist. I'm from California, Los Angeles to be exact. So I was working as a therapist for a few years. I really, really loved what I do. During the pandemic, I'm sure all of us know how crazy the world got. And it got crazy for me because I ended up having to sue my job. As a therapist, I had to sue a mental health company. I won. Praise God. Praise God. He had my back. We settled and everything was good. But the thing that led me after that, I'm like, wait, how did I get to the point of suing my job as a mental health therapist? If I've got to deal with this, I can only imagine what my clients have been dealing with for years, what people who experience less fortunate events have been experiencing for years. It broke my heart. I was so disheartened. I'm like, there's no way. Y'all can't pay me to go back to none of these jobs. But now that I know that I can sue y'all, I'm like, now that I know I can sue y'all, we can go ahead and see what we can make it do what it do. So that's what I did. I went ahead and I started teaching other mental health therapists, social workers, and things that they can do to go ahead and become advocates for themselves in their own right and take back their power and feel like what they got into the field for. They were passionate. They felt like they could make a change, and then the system screwed it all up. So we like, we taking back the power. We're gonna go ahead and make our changes. And that's what I did. So I started coaching them. And after that, my clients started missing me, of course, because I was great at what I did. I was very passionate. I'm sure if you've already had the chance to talk to me, you feel my energy. I'm like that all the time. It's not a gimmick. I'm really like that all the time. So I say all of that to say, my word of the day today was confident vulnerability. And somebody told me to make sure that I'm flexing my throat chakra a little bit more, because I'm one of those people, I can be very reserved until you talk to me. When you talk to me, you don't know what gem you're gonna get out of my mouth. It's a gold mine. I got experiences for days, I got stories for days, and I always got a little quote, an affirmation, something for you to think about. So with that in mind, I want that to be y'all word of the day. I want y'all to think about, how am I gonna take my power back and take control of my life and my decisions and where I wanna be? How do I make myself feel like I'm in alignment with where I'm supposed to be? And that's really why I came here, because I felt like, thank you guys.
She flew here from Los Angeles, y'all. That's where we both from, okay?
Flew here, baby. I love my baby right here. She believes in me. And that's what it's really all about. I talk to a lot of y'all, and a lot of us seem to have the general theme of love in our heart. And I'm a real big person on love. I'm really big on black love, circulating the black dollar, circulating all of this energy. Because when one eats, we all eat. And that's really what it's about at the end of the day. Like, we're breaking generational curses, breaking generational traumas. We getting to the top. We taking back everything that's ours. Reparations. Like reparations, we taking them back. So if you want to know more about me, talk to me. Feel free. I'm gonna be over there. I'm like over there. But my book is available on Amazon. We are in top 10 new releases right now on the philosophy section. Praise God. Okay. Praise God again. And I also have some books available for sale. On my website, I offer, thank you, baby. I appreciate your applause. I have self-love packages available, and the self-love packages are my gift to you guys, in addition to the mental health workbook. So you can go ahead and get your chakras aligned and feel like you're in a good headspace to even take on the tasks that are in this book. So some of the things that we have, everything is from Black-owned places, body butters, sage. I don't put the sage on these ones. These are the palo. I got some bath salts and things like that, and different stones. And on the card, I'll list to you what the stone is good for. If you're not into that, you'll get to learn a little bit about that. So yeah, feel free to holler at me. I'm friendly. I love meeting y'all. Thank you again.
Okay. So for my next speaker, we have Miss Antonella Watkins. She is the CEO and founder of Diabetes Organization. Diabetes. Let her tell you more about that.
Hello everyone, I'm Antonella Watkins. I'm here from Florida. I'm actually here on an exchange, so I'm in college. I am a junior in college here studying on an exchange at Virginia State University. I specifically chose that university because my nonprofit organization for children with type 1 diabetes would like to partner with HBCUs to help enlighten colleges and universities of the opportunities that are at diabetes camps for children with type 1 diabetes. So, unbeknown to many, I am type 1 diabetic myself, so I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at the age of 6. I am now, I'll be 22 on Tuesday. So I've been type 1 diabetic. Thank you. I've been type 1 diabetic for exactly 17 years now, which is a lot. And what a lot of people don't know about type 1 diabetes is actually very prominent in the Spanish and Black communities, which is why the Diabetes Organization just stresses so much for scholarship for children to go to these diabetes camps, because at these camps they get resources. And so I don't know if many of you know, but there is a big stress in politics right now for resources of getting insulin, because the cost of insulin is an inflation, it's so expensive. And so the Diabetes Organization does our best to ensure that we promote scholarships for these children to go to these camps, because not only do they learn how to manage their disease, but they also learn how to make friends and tell someone else that they have type 1 diabetes, and they get free resources and free medical stuff there as far as insulin, test meters. They learn how to count their carbs, which is needed before every meal. They learn how to give themselves shots. That's our biggest stress. We really want to raise money and scholarships for these kids to go to camps. But our connection with the universities, which is Black universities and historically Spanish institutes, is the fact that Black universities and Hispanic institutes with medical programs are not aware of the clinical hours that are present at the camps. So a lot of these camps have volunteers there, which are pre-medical students from white universities. But the problem with that is pre-medical students from white universities get the opportunity to have hands-on research versus Black universities and Spanish universities. Their students don't have the same opportunities to have hands-on research, which creates a deficiency in them applying for medical school or going forth with their desire to be in a healthcare profession. So the Diabetes Organization tries to eat the problem from both sides by sending the kids to camp to ensure that they're there getting the resources to make sure that children of minority are not at a deficiency with having resources and being able to learn how to manage their disease on their own. And we're also partnering with historically Spanish institutes and historically Black universities to ensure that their students are going to these camps, getting hands-on resources, and essentially meeting their future patients. So I've started this organization 2 years ago in 2019, well 3 years now, geez. And so we're just working really, really hard to make sure that we eat that problem from both ends to ensure that more children are healthy and more students are becoming doctors. The Black community, we're all we have. And so it's kind of our responsibility to spread awareness to each other for the resources and opportunities that are out there, because there are so many. And so I would just appreciate any support I could have with the Diabetes Organization to ensure that we are able to give that support to both the children and the students who want to be a part of the diabetic community. Thank you so much.
Who is the CEO and creative director of her very own podcast called I Am the Risen Woman Podcast.
Hello, everybody. Hello. So I started my business about maybe 2 years ago on the onset of the pandemic. At that time, I just went through a nasty divorce. I lost my dad. It was just a lot of things going on. And I just had to pull myself together. You know, I became homeless. A whole lot of things happened. And what brought me to this is I was like, I know that I'm not the only woman out here that's going through something that may not feel like they can talk to anybody. Sometimes you don't feel like you can talk to your friends, you know, even your pastor, but sometimes you can talk to someone else. So I started the Risen Woman podcast just so that women can be aware, and men, because it's more for me, because I've gone through it, it's more of an empathy and not a sympathy. And that's a difference, because I actually know what it is to be in a storm. And I actually know what it is to try to pull myself out of the storm. And even though we're still in the midst of a pandemic, you know, people are still going through things in life. You know, people are scared. They don't know what's going on, because at the end of the day, we don't really know what's going on. We don't know. We just hear on the news, but we don't know. But what we see and what we know, because I'm a God-fearing woman, is that in the Bible, we are living in our last days. So with that said, we have to do things to make us feel good. We have to self-care. We have to love one another. And I'm going to piggyback on her, because love is a big thing. If you don't have love in your heart, then what do you have? So you have to love yourself. And before you can love anybody else, you got to start with yourself. So my podcast is just to have different people on my podcast to talk about different things that they've gone through, whether it's grieving, whether they're going through a happy season in their life, their businesses, whatever it is, that makes you feel good, and just to help others, because we all are going through something and we need each other. And there's nothing wrong with being honest with yourself and with others, even if you don't want to be honest with the next person that you've been talking to all your life. You can talk to somebody, and that's me. So this year I am partnering with another nonprofit, which is called Good Ground, Good Life. And I will be starting like a major podcast. I'm gonna have a set, and I'm gonna have different people on, and I hope that you guys will be able to join and listen to my podcast. If you have any questions or you want to talk to me, I'm here. I'm gonna be all over. I have little pamphlets on depression and different things that people go through, and I will also be partnering with some mental health organizations, so that if people do need help, I'll have the resources for them to get the help, because help is out here, and that's what I'm here for, to help you find whatever you need, whether that be help for mental illness, whether it be housing, food, whatever it is. That's what I am going to do for the people in the community. And it doesn't have to be just women. It can be men, because men are going through things too. So, you know, that's what I'm here for. And I am also going to try to help parents get through this storm, because it's hard for these parents out here. You don't know, you sending your kids to school, they come home with COVID, and it's just a mess.
For taking the time out to just listen to my 3 guest speakers. Just like I said, and just like they said, if you seem interested in anything that they said, please do not hesitate to go speak with them more in depth, one-on-one. They are here to speak with you guys, educate you guys, support you guys, empower you guys, and just, yeah, we just here for the people, right? This is our community.